Is this a fake video? Gibby playing MW2 2022? Nah, this is not a fake video. You can go ahead and click the like button and see that it's not fake. But speaking of MW2, fellas, MW2 is not free. It's already free. And it's been a couple of months. It's free for this weekend, and if I may say so, fellas, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did play a couple hours, and some of the games were good because skill-based matchmaking haven't hit yet. And I kind of wanted to speak about MW2 first because it was free, and because season 1 reloaded has came out, and I got some stuff to get off my chest because, again, we know we don't hold Call of Duty to a high expectation, but I would assume with a season 1 and all the complaints that's been going around, I would assume at least they would bring something, something cool to Call of Duty, especially if you're gonna make it free for this weekend. At least bring something cool to the game. But we're here to talk about this, fellas. The thing is, I've heard there was a lot of bugs in the game. I've heard people complaining about Warzone. I've heard people complaining about more skill-based matchmaking. I've heard people even complaining about footstep skill-based matchmaking. I've heard people complaining about hit detection skill-based matchmaking. It's crazy. It's like the skill-based matchmaking is getting enhanced every time. So every time they develop a better technology, all of a sudden the skill-based matchmaking get better. So what do I mean about this footstep audio skill-based matchmaking? So I guess from video I've watched, if you are if you are in a higher skill bracket, for some reason your footsteps, you cannot hear footsteps. So if you're playing against noobs, I guess, or if you're playing against a lesser skilled player, you don't get to hear their footsteps, and they get to hear yours louder, just so that they can give them a better advantage. It is crazy. I know I might not be explaining it right, but from the video I watched, that's what I've gotten from it. And I'm not surprised, but yet I am surprised. I don't know. You mean to tell me now skill-based matchmaking is even in the footsteps? It was already a skill bracket thing. It was already a thing where, putting you in a high skilled lobby. And by the way, me playing this free trial, skill-based matchmaking did come. Skill-based matchmaking came out of nowhere. I mean, I played a couple of games first and I was doing pretty good. Now I know the trick to this game. I know what we have to do, fellas. I know the trick to this game. You have to just play and don't care. Just play the game without caring. Don't care about your KD. Don't care about your camel grind. Don't care about anything. If you play in the game without caring, you can, watch a TV show in the background and just play casually. It's fun that way. And I even played the new Shipment, and we will talk about that. But I did play the new Shipment. I didn't get to play with the new weapon. Well, since we're speaking about the new weapon, Season 1 Reloaded, I was expecting, brand new maps, maybe some remastered maps from MW2, the original MW2, like Wasteland or a Terminal. That's what I was hoping, or I was thinking they would bring, because from this they barely brought any content throughout this, the life cycle of the game, the couple of months it's been out. And now they finally brought a season 1, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm giving them benefit of doubt, since it was a free trial, and in order to get people to play the game, to get people to buy the game, I would think, okay, bring some cool maps, to drive the audience, drive more people to the game, drive more players to the game. But no, so Season 1 Reloaded only brought one map, and it was Shipment. Can you believe that? And this is why it's worse than you think, because I'm thinking brand new maps, at least 5 brand new maps, right? That's the least they could have done. 3 years, mind you, 3 years of development, mind you, they could at least bring 5 new maps. And I'm asking myself, what is holding Infinity Ward? What is restricting Infinity Ward from dropping, at least 3 maps, at least 5 maps? I don't know. I couldn't come to that conclusion myself, because I'm asking myself, what are these people doing up there? What are these devs doing up there? What is happening for them not to bring out some cool looking map, or at least some new maps? Can you believe it? Shipment is the only map they brought back. They brought back Shoot House, I guess, before the previous update. But for this update, they just brought Shipment. And I'm asking myself, wait a minute, have we not played Shipments for countless of years? Why in the world are they bringing Shipment back again? Bring back another small map that Infinity Ward brought, you know, or at least make your own small map. But I guess I'm holding them to, I'm bringing, my expectation are too high for them, right? Because Infinity Ward has been lazy for the longest. And the fact that an old game, I remember the first DLC. What was the first DLC? The first DLC for Modern Warfare, I remember it was a lot of maps. I don't remember how much, but I know it wasn't a remastered map, and I know it wasn't just one map. So the thing is, like I said in my old video, they are trying to slowly bring things just to keep the game cycle rolling. You know, the game cycle rolling. And the thing is, it is killing the game because there's not enough content at any point. And the thing is, I've heard there still are bugs. I'll share some tweets with you that I've read. You know what? I'll share some tweets with you by Charlie Intel. So it says combat record for Warzone 2.0 are being delayed. So that's something I didn't get to talk about. The combat record. The combat record. I thought it was coming this update. But the combat record, well, for Warzone at least, is being delayed. And again, I'm asking myself, guys, I'm trying to be calm here. How in the world does it take so long to bring a combat record? Combat record is not a graphical upgrade. It's not a new weapon. It's not a patch. It's not anything major. It's just a combat record. It's not any new animations that you have to literally take time to develop. It's a combat record, something that came with every single Call of Duty that's been before. I know we've complained about this a million times, but I'm still not getting it through my brain. How in the world can they not bring a new combat record? Or bring back an old combat record? I don't understand. What is the problem? What is happening at COVID is not an issue anymore. What is the issue up at Infinity Ward for them not to bring a simple combat record, and for them not to be able to develop 3 brand new maps, or at least 2 new maps in one remaster that's not Shipment? And Shoot House, mind you, was in the old games also. And the thing is, I'm starting to I said this before, and I'm starting to clearly see it. 6v6 is just a grind fest for Warzone. 6v6 is not a real thing. It's not something they actually care about anymore. So this is why I'm not purchasing Call of Duty ever again, because I'm not a Warzone player. Yes, I would try Warzone at some point, but I'm not a Warzone player. I've tried it before in, I think, MW 2019. I'm not a Warzone player. I want to play 6v6. I want to chill out and get, you know, some streak. I want to play 6v6. And for this to go on for this long, it's just crazy. And this is why I consistently tell you guys, stop buying these games, yo. Well, if you like 6v6, if you like Warzone, it is free. Download it, go ahead. But I did hear there are bugs. I did hear there are a lot of problems with it still. And Charlie Intel goes on to keep saying, it is truly astonishing that not only are combat records delayed, it's also not clear if any stat will count until the future launches, which doesn't have a release date. Fascinating. The thing is that, again, what I'm still finding fascinating is something as simple as stats carrying on to the next season. That's something else that's meant to be complained about. Stats are not carrying, so as he says, stats will not count until the future launches. So wait, stats have not been counting this whole time? So you mean tell me people are sweating 24/7? People are dropping nukes. people are, you know, are not killing their KD, or actually, you know, trying to grind to keep their KD at a 3.0. By the way, I don't know any Call of Duty player that's still doing that to this day. But people are going insane trying to drop nukes and, you know, drop streaks left and right and sweating every lobby just for combat records not to count. And the thing is, I think combat records still are being, is it still being deleted for next season? If that's still the case, oh my gosh. And again, something as simple of allowing your combat or your stats to stay cannot be in this game. Is this going to be a next update? Probably. And this is what I'm talking about, fellas. Why is it that something as simple as this cannot get updated, but yet the store is getting updated left and right? And the thing is, speaking of the store, when I boot up Call of Duty, this Call of Duty, it didn't even feel like I was playing a Call of Duty. There was no cool theme song. There was, you know, no, you know, the HUD or the UI or, you know, the just the menu didn't even look like Call of Duty. It didn't even feel like Call of Duty. It felt like I was playing some new game that was not Call of Duty at all. And playing the game also, if it wasn't for Shipment, I played the other maps. The thing is, the trick I've done to, you know, not rage and be mad at the game, at the skill-based matchmaking, even though it still hit me, because I played a map, another map that was in Shipment, right? And I completely tanked. I was just running around, just shooting and playing like a complete noob and bot, or whatever the kids say now. And then the shipment map will come, and then I would drop like almost 50 kills, you know. And there's something I noticed with the skill-based matchmaking also, everybody's doing the same. Nobody's dominating, nobody's, you know, if somebody's tanking, everybody's tanking in your team. And if somebody's dominating your team, like say I dropped 50 kills, my other teammate dropped 40, the other one dropped 35. You know, it's not like everybody's weirdly balanced, but one is a lot more sweatier than the other one. So back to what I was saying. So I was playing the normal map. I completely tanked my stats, and then Shipment came. I dropped 50 some points, kills, and then the next game I would drop like 30, and then the skill-based matchmaking would hit, and then I would completely go back to tanking again. So it's like a high low. It just doesn't get better, fellas. And the thing is, I would say one thing I seen that they brought cool in this little update is that honey badger. I didn't get to use it, but I guess the honey badger is cool to use. But and then again, something came in my head again. The honey badger's been in the game before. This is not something game breaking or something cool or something to write home about. It's just the honey badger. It's nothing new. It's something we've played in. It's a gun we use in Ghost, and I can't believe this is something people are getting hyped about. It is cool to bring some new weapon, but it is the honey badger. We've played with this gun before. It's nothing new. Don't get hyped for that. You can't tell me you're getting hyped for that. I can't stand for that. I cannot. You can't tell me you're getting hyped for that. And another thing, you know, all of this is happening, right? You're thinking, okay, Gibby, they had to bring something good. They had to bring something, at least something good to balance out all the bad that I've just stated. The only thing they brought was that honey badger. And from Charlie Intel's, he said there are 2 free Christmas packs in the store too. Looks to be 2 emblems. So that's all you get. The honey badger and a few emblems. And another thing I wanted to talk about also is this Rocket League. This Rocket League, cheap Rocket League ripoff that Call of Duty has made themselves. Fellas, I don't want to go too far into this, but clearly Call of Duty cannot innovate anymore. What, the tactical sprint? You think that's innovation? The mounting on walls? You think that's innovation? What, dolphin diving again? You think that's innovation? what is innovation to this generation of COD players? Because all of that has been done before. Battle Royale, been done before. Mounting, been done before. Running on walls, been done before. Sliding, been done before. Tactical sprint, been done before. What is new? What is new? You tell me in the comments, because I don't know. I mean, another good things I can also say. The gunplay feel pretty cool. Animations are good. I know I've said this a million times, but they are pretty good. Something they actually, whoever designed those gun, whatever, they know their stuff. It's pretty good. Reloading, you know, shooting, the recoil, even though sometimes it's too much. The muzzle flash, sometimes it's too much, but not all weapons are like that. Most of them are pretty good. But I've only used the MP7 and that stupid MP4. Even the shotguns I've used, which are pretty bad. You have to upgrade them. You have to play with them a lot to upgrade them. And the shotguns are still pretty bad. And you can't tell me that there are still bugs in the game. And Infinity Ward themselves didn't even know. And for this update to not bring nothing new. Shipment is nothing new, fellas. Shipment looks exactly like the shipments I've been playing. There's nothing new. You guys let me know what you think, because I played the game. I'm still not feeling it. I don't know how people could countlessly play this game over and over and over and over and over every day. I guess it's the camel grind and Warzone. Somehow, you know, in the battle pass, somehow Activision knows how to keep the player retention rate. For me, it's insane to see. But fellas, you guys let me know what y'all think. There's nothing new, no innovation. COD has done nothing new. And another thing I kind of wanted to complain about before I even leave is that also your streaks don't even recycle. That's another bad thing. You have to die to get your streaks again. There is so many wrong. There's so much wrong, fellas. There's a lot of things wrong here. And I cannot stand for this. I just can't do it. I can't just watch people get hyped for something that's... I mean, if you're a new COD player, I guess this is innovative. This is nothing new, fellas. Call of Duty just copies other games. And I guess if you think about it, this had to come to an end at some point. Innovation had to come to an end. Because what else could they possibly bring in Call of Duty that would make it new? I'm not sure. But all they have to do is fix 6v6, and I'll be playing that game in no time. I'll be buying COD regularly. But we still have the same old problem. Skill-based matchmaking. We still got all of the problems that's been in the other previous CODs. And I'm not gonna spend $70 on that. You guys let me know what y'all think. Did you play this free trial? Did you play the game? I think it's just terrible. This new update is terrible. Nothing new. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you liked the video, let me know what I missed. If you dislike, what did I, say that was wrong? What you need to point me out? Again, I like criticism. Let me know what I said that was wrong. And I'll see you guys again.